Hi guys, that's No Moon here once again with another Grand Arena. Can't remember exactly what season we're on. I think it's season 16 now. And this one's 5v5 and also with the inclusion of ships as well. We always struggle a little bit on our ships, but we have been farming up for Millennium Falcon. I think that's an absolutely fantastic ship, and the Bounty Hunter ships are pretty good as well. We're up against Marcin, and he's repping, I think it was Polish Death Star. And very quick roster review. He's running Rebels in Arena, and he's got a Jedi Knight Revan team as well. As good bounty hunters. Missing Treya. Good Phoenix as well. And decent Night Sisters. And in terms of Tail of the Tape, oh, just on a side note as well, we actually got our first full clear, which was a huge effort from everyone. I know this is not a big thing for a lot of guilds as well, but this is our first full clear. Great rewards, really, really nice to finally get that done. And they sort of couldn't quite get through our first territory as well, so that feels good. Great rewards from that, and great to finally get that title as well. Also had a nice surprise that Emperor Palpatine team held for 15 battles. I think between 3 squads, I think there was myself and 2 other Treyas, they held for about 40 squads. So yeah, that made it pretty easy after a very short while. That Zeta on Bastila is absolutely fantastic. Sith Trooper does a job of getting that taunt up. I think maybe even in that squad, Thrawn, probably don't need him, or Sion maybe a little bit better, or even Vader as well, just to accentuate that the turn meter gain from Palpatine. But it really does do fantastic work, and I think part of me wants to put Sion in there as another tank, but then another part kind of goes, well, that's going to attract a little bit more attention, so I'm not 100% sure if I do want to. Tail of the Tape on this one against Marcin. We've got the better squad rank in Arena. He's got the better fleet rank, so we've got to be careful with his ships. And we've got 5 more Zetas. Pretty even in terms of gear level. We've got a lot more gear 12 plus 5. 6 stop mods, not a huge amount of difference. Speeds, that's where we do have a little bit more of an advantage. Jedi Knight Revan, he's running about 237, but it's still no joke. No Darth Treya, as I said. Bosk is at 231. Nest, very good. And CLS is pretty competitive as well. So let's get into it. Have a look at what our... Oops, that's still gallery. Right, let's go into it and have a look. Defensive review. I went a little bit heavier on defense this time. I think after the last one, it was a mistake having First Order try and take on that strong bounty hunter team. So First Order are now in defense. We've got Bosk, but as I said, I'm very, very tempted by a Zeta on Django's lead, because I actually think, as much as I like the plus defense and is it protection that Bosk gives, as much as I like that, I really, really do like Django's. Yeah, 50% max protection and 50% tenacity as well. So as much as I like that, I also really like Django's lead as well, because under Django's lead, there's 30 speed. There's enemies have minus 40% tenacity, and also they can't gain turn meter when there's burning on the board. So teams like, I guess, if you have obvious counters to bounty hunters or Bosk, maybe might be Palpatine, might be resistance. Ray Jedi training, or Jedi training Ray, whatever way you want to do it. JTR, whichever way round you want to do that. I think they kind of make it a little bit harder for those obvious counters, and you might have to use a little bit of a tougher team. He's got his Revan on defense. Oh no, this is my defense. Oops. I've gone, sorry, Bounty Hunters. I've gone Revan. I've gone Karth with the Old Republic. I've gone First Order because, again, it's always a little bit of a tricky team to get through with the debuffs and buffs, getting protection and getting health back on First Order. We've gone for our Ewoks on defense. We've gone for our Galactic Republic as well, and we've gone for Rogue One as just a gimme to free up a little bit more spots on offense. We can see another Revan in there. The Thrawn lead, that only affects Empire, so again, there's not a huge amount of benefit with that one. He's gone with his Ewoks as well. JTR, no Zeta on BB-8 yet. He's gone with his Bounty Hunters with, this, as I said, a strong Jango at Gear 11. Palpatine and Night Sisters as well. So it is a pretty strong lineup. I think, first and foremost, I might go, just because I hate dealing with Night Sisters, I'm going to bring in my favourite Heartbreakers, my Imperial Troopers. So let's go with Snow Trooper this time. And he hopefully will be able to do some work. I have had a look at the speeds before recording. The Night Sister Zombie is not particularly fast, so fingers crossed we can get this to start singing. Right, let's take that off. Let's get some buffs up there on the board. Let's try and go through Asajj here. Let's start spamming that. A huge amount of crits there. Oh, that's close. Let's finish him off. Let's get another big wave there, and let's finish off Asajj here. Let's now go for Daka. Let's try and put in a big hit on Asajj. The dodge! Let's put in another big hit there. The Heartbreakers might do it. Let's try and get it. Oh, the Heartbreakers have done it. Now that's how it's done. 60 banners in the bag. And my heart rate is now pretty elevated after each and every Imperial Troopers battle. That is tough going, and very easy to lose that one as well against a very quick team there. I do want to remod them to get a little bit more competitive, but that was great work from Snow Trooper. He was the MVP there. I see Ewoks there. He's got the Zeta there on Chirper. So let's go Scoundrel. I don't think I've put Kira in defense this time. So let's just go with Kira and Memphis. I think that'll do fine. And let's start to get to work on these Ewoks. First and foremost, we want to get in there against... I've checked the potency on the log ray as well. It's pretty much non-existent. Not a huge amount of added potency there. So fingers crossed we'll get away with the daisies. And that's it. And we want plenty of counter-attacks here. Let's put in some days as well if we can. And what I've done with my nest as well, I used to run it pretty quick. I've actually slowed nest down a little bit and relied a lot more on the tenacity to just to help with counter attacks as well. I think I might go for a stun on log rate. Oh, there's a daze on there now, so that's going to slow it up a little bit. And for a 1 Zeta Ewok team. This is pretty good. So we want to get out of this as quick as possible with the days. Not much we can do at the moment. There we are, that was a nice hit. Still under days, so we've got one more turn to get through. Let's put a big stun in on Ewok Elder, that was big. Oh boy, we're still dazed. Let's go to work on Chief Chirper. Nice hit. Let's go to work on Wicket. Oh, nice shot. Let's put Logray into next week. 43,000. And let's finish off Patplu. Nice, another 60 banners there. We'll take that. So what have we got left? We've got Palp, we've got Bounty Hunters, RJT. This can always be a little bit problematic, but I've got Night Sisters on saved here. I think I'll go Talzin lead here. I'll take Talia out and I might go with Night Sister Acolyte actually. So they're going to go first. We probably want to pull the... there's quite a lot of foresight out there at the moment, but we'll get through that pretty quickly. Probably should have dispelled there. And I might now go into RJT, JTR, whatever you want to call her. Let's go again for the stun. So JTR's finished off there with Plague. Let's move over to Scavray. Does anyone need topping up with health? I don't think so. Try and get a stun over here. And let's try and finish off BB-8. There we go. 56 banners, so we lost a little bit of protection there, but Ray is always a tough one on defense. Okay, so we've got Palpatine, we've got Bosk. Okay, so let's go this Thrawn team. Let's go with JTR ourselves. And let's go probably with full. Yeah, Poe, I don't mind taking the fracture. Because what I want to do, I want to be a little bit careful with Wampa here. So there's an argument to take away the turn meter or days and things like that on Thrawn, but actually I want to control Wampa here because his days is what I'm probably more worried about than Thrawn's fracture. Let's put a big hit in here against Wampa. Let's put a buff immunity maybe over here. Let's now actually go to work on Thrawn himself. Plenty of protection over there. Okay, let's go over to GMT, control the turn meter, plenty of debuffs there. Let's get some protection back up, and I don't mind if this one drags out, or I try and get another Illuminated Destiny. No, not going to happen, but it was a decent scoring battle, 56 banners. Okay, so we've got maybe Bounty Hunters next. Yeah, let's go Bounty Hunters next. And let's go with pretty much that team that we had. Might go Vader, Grand Moff Tarkin. Don't think I really need Sith Trooper, although he is useful. There's probably an argument for both Vader and the Sith Trooper here. I mean, Vader's pretty tanky himself. No, I think Vader for the extra darts probably on offense. Let's go with that. Okay, so let's get some dots on there. Let's get rid of them on who's got the most debuffs here. 4 on Cad, 4 on Boba. Let's go for the one on Boba first. Let's get some turn meter over to Palp. Let's get those stuns on the go. We've got a fracture on Bosk, so I'm actually going to put this. Yeah, on Boba Fett actually. Let's go over to Cad. Oh no, we should have finished him off when we had the chance. There we are, we get a nice bunch of turn meter back there. Let's continue the onslaught. Let's go Saber Toss over there. Let's go back to Palp, get that shock out there. Reduce the turn meter even more. Now we get the fracture on Bosk. And let's actually finish off Cad Bane. No, actually I'm going to finish off Bosk. Put some more debuffs out there. Who needs a top up on their protection? Thermal detonators going off all over the place. There we go, that looked about 90,000 actually. Let's top up Vader. Cool. And that's another one done. At 158 banners. So now we come to the business end of the arena. I think I'll go Triumphant myself for this one. So let me go the Triumvirate. Sith Trooper I could probably use here. Actually, who have they got in that team? Probably want a Daze as well, actually. So I'll probably put in Darth Maul for good measure. And I wonder with the new content as well if they're going to bring out a variant or something of Darth Maul. Nice. I think that was 4 times. Let's start working on Palpatine. Let's isolate. Who do we want to isolate here? I don't think it really matters that much. I was hoping he'd go for Sith Trooper there, actually. No, so that's Palp out the way. Let's now go over Count Dooku, maybe. Need to get rid of Nihilus and quickly. Yeah, let's just get rid of Dooku. Let's get a Force Drain. Right, let's get rid of Nihilus. Let's put a big hit in here against Scion. Held by Hatred will probably be up shortly. But he's got ability block on there. See if we can get it through. And yeah, the easiest counter to this would be Jedi Basti, but she's on offense at the on defense at the moment. Let's put a big hit in on here. Oh god. I'm actually going to take out Darth Vader here. And then go to work on Scion. Get rid of him once. Oh my. Let's reduce the cooldowns. There we go, 50 banners, a little bit of a scrape, but because we've gone a little bit harder on defense this time, whew, yeah, that could have been dangerous. Okay, and then Revan, so he was running about 237, so let's run our Revan Busters out here and hope for the best, because we don't have a huge amount left after this. I've got to remember how I play this now. I think I go for Grandmaster Yoda. I then put on buff immunity there. I think I then go for a big frog splash. Let me just clear all that foresight maybe. No, burning doesn't, does it? Let's now go into maybe Jolie. I can't remember the turn order that I did this in. There we are. So that's Jolie down. That's huge. Let's now get rid of Kenobi. Perfect. That's probably the best result we could hope for going for R2. Let's put some work in on Revan. Nice. Only choice here is Basti. Let's get rid of all those goodies. Cool, so that's that done. That's all done in one fight. And now it's on to ships. So we're going to put Thrawn ourselves. Oh yeah, I didn't show you what I had on ships. Ships, we've gone for Geos and Grand Moff Tarkin. And I think I put in First Order as reinforcements. So let's go with Vader. Let's go reinforcement there. Slave 1. And these two, I think. If we drop a battle here, I'm not too worried. I think he'll struggle a little bit to get through Revan. And what I quite like actually here, rather than do sort of the splash, is just to get those buffs up straight away for offense up. Let's put some buff immunity on there. Go for a big hit here. Let's now go our own Hound's Tooth. Give Biggs a little bit of backup. And let's try and finish off Busk. There we go. Next biggest threat now probably is Kylo Ren. Let's keep that offense up with Vader. And yeah, let us know in the comments how your Grand Arena is going. It's a little bit early on still. But yeah, let us know sort of what you matched up against. Have you had a screw over? What do you think that the new Grand Arena matchmaking system is going to be any good? What sort of criteria do you think they're going to be bringing in for it? Do you think it's going to be Zetas? Do you think it's going to be legendary tunes? Or do you think it's going to be a mixture of sort of quite a lot of factors? But it'll be interesting to see how they do it. I'm pretty excited to see what comes of it. Let's actually take out Darth Vader here. And let's give Bosk all his goodies back. There we go, and that's a wrap on this one. Part 1 is done and in the books. I think that'll probably be all right. As I said, we've got a strong Revan on defense, and probably in terms of banners, I was thinking about this just even a few minutes before recording. I think Treya's maybe even a better defense than Revan a lot of the time, simply because it tends to be I tend to use Revan more so as a counter for Night Sisters if I'm having any trouble. Now I think actually what Treya does is she doesn't get nearly as many banners on offense as as Revan. So I think what I might do next time is swap round Revan with Treya and leave me another option there. I don't know yet. We'll see who the opponent is. And yeah, give us a comment below. Let us know how your Grand Arena is going. Have you got a win this time? Is it easy money, or have you been stitched up? Everything's done in one, done in one, done in one. And hopefully that'll be enough for us to get through to the next round. Let us know how your territory wars went as well, and hopefully you've enjoyed the comment. Please, as always, feel free to like, comment and subscribe as well. Really does show us, or really does show me that that you're enjoying the content. Is there any teams that you think could improve? Do you want to see anything on offense? I will try and showcase bounty hunters as soon as I've got a Zeta on Django. I think that it'll be absolutely fantastic. So more than happy to showcase that against some Night Sisters or Empire and things like that. So might save those for offense. We'll see how we get on in the next round anyway. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. Hope you've all enjoyed, and good luck with all your Grand Arena matchups, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.